Hi, I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is Zip Zap on the ZX Spectrum. Now, I'm playing this on my Plus 2. When I first got this, though, I had it on my rubber keyboard version of Spectrum. I really loved it, actually. But first off, I must draw your attention to the music. That's Star Wars. Can you imagine actually doing what would have been technically, because this is Imagine Software as well, a AAA game nowadays, and saying, it's alright, Lucasfilms, don't you worry, and Disney, yeah, I'm just going to stick the theme tune to Star Wars on the beginning of it. The lawyers would arrive on buses. You can imagine it, can't you? It just wouldn't happen. The game would be withdrawn within seconds of it being released, and all copies would be destroyed. So, yeah, but it has the theme tune to Star Wars on it. I'll put a picture of the cover on. It features a little sort of some aliens flying around and a little android. Basically, he's a kind of a probe droid, and he's all that's to the left. But unfortunately, he's slightly damaged. He can't stop. He has to keep going forward all the time. He can slam the brakes on, but he has to go through these teleporter systems. So he has to collect the fuel up for the teleporter. And then use the teleporter to move to the next level. So it's pretty simple. He can shoot as well, but it's a pretty pathetic gun. And he rotates, so he's got these rotating things. Now, when I first got this, I found this really annoying, but actually really it grew on me. So I'm going to start playing now. We'll give it a go. So the fuel cells, this is me teleporting here, and the fuel cells are little dots that are there. Now, I can slam the brakes on. Oh, and I've got shields and energy at the top of the screen. Now, you only get the one life. To get all of these things. The energy's there. And we've got to collect these things up. And as I say, we can shoot. So we can shoot these things. And once we've collected all the fuel cells like that, we go on to the next level. Now, what I like about these kind of games is they're only a single screen thing. And it's basically change of enemies and change of pace and whatever else it is. And I don't even think it's numbers. I mean, there's quite a good number of sprites on here. But I don't think there's actually a numbers issue. What I like about these is they're kind of the single screen thing. So these are kind of a proper sort of, they're arcadey in their nature. They're very arcadey, and I quite like them because of that. I think they're quite good fun. Oh, damn it! Just got caught there by that. But I do like that. I do like that how arcadey they are. There's no music, unfortunately, on the gameplay. So at least that theme tune from Star Wars isn't still being overly used. But yeah, I do like it. It's a simple enough game. I used to quite, as I say, it's initially I thought it was a bit hard. But when I've replayed it as an adult, either I've got better, which is very unlikely, or it's actually it wasn't as hard as I thought it was when I was a child. I remember buying it as well. I bought it from the local market. It was one of these places where you used to get Spectrum games at the time, or certainly a lot of budget games. You very rarely got the sort of the $7.99 games or the $6.99 or even the $9.99 games. Do you remember those $9.99 games? But those you rarely got those from the market. But the market seemed to have an abundance of budget titles, and I quite liked them actually. Now I do remember, if I can get past this level, I don't think I'm going to though. There's blown up. I'm going to give it another go. There's the Star Wars theme again. I do remember, the one thing I do remember about this game, particularly keyboard. One thing particularly about sort of collecting this game was that I've completely lost my train of thought. I was gonna wax lyrical, I'm sure, about something. Oh, God. It was the movement, I think, as well. One of the things that really annoyed me when I was a kid. It was because you kind of rotate. Some reason that seems not so bad now, and the braking isn't so bad, and the whole sort of process doesn't seem so bad as it was originally. Now, I got this recently. I sent a few people a few games that I weren't sort of, didn't fit into my collection. I've been having a good sort of, if you haven't seen it, I've put my games room up, and I cleared out some of the games that I had that didn't fit my collection completely, and I sent these to Andre Russell, and Andre said, here's my duplicate Spectrum games, please, help yourself, what do you fancy? Now, he gave me a few actually, and this is one of those games, because I've actually been trying to get a hold of a copy, but It's been one of those ones. It's not an expensive game. It's not by any means. I just didn't seem to be able to find it without buying a really big job lot of games. So I saw Zip Zap there amongst the things. I said, "Could I have Zip Zap?" And he said, "Yeah, no problem." So thanks Andre for that. But it's. Yeah, it really takes me back to childhood, this one. As I say, I love these single-screen things. I do think they're very arcadey, very, very early generation arcadey games. Now, I'm going to try... I'm shooting. I'm going to try and finish this level. I've got 8 energy left. This is going to be so close. I'm going to... Yes! Now, that's what I was going to say earlier. I remembered. Oh, brain. No, I think that there's certain levels that we sort of see... TIE fighters turn up and a few other things. There's some Star Warsy type things so when we get further through the game and work our way there. But the great thing about these kind of games is that they're very much, you get your friends. This is a challenge one. This is the kind of like how far can you and your friends get. Shame it didn't have that 2-player mode, but it would have been 2-player, like one after the other probably. But no, it's a great game, great little game. I really enjoy it. If you get a chance to pick up a copy, I think you'd enjoy this. I think it's one of those things that I've enjoyed it, and it's maybe it's more nostalgia than anything else, but it still plays quite nicely, and it's quite a tough game. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye now.